No.
You want it to be really pretty. Let me get out of it.
No, it's got to be pretty, so we got to get you in. There we go.
Yeah, normally I do this with Scott. Me and Scott. Everybody's like, we don't need our cameras for this one. Just audio.
You're the pretty.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Scott's got the voice, he has the face.
Yeah. I wonder why more flashes are going on this year. I wonder what it could be.
Well, my name is Stacey. This is always a fun show, and I know that there was some time off for COVID and whatnot, and you guys kind of came back strong. So I wanted to ask, with the last season, we had the whole issue with the time kind of shifting issue where, Kelly went back and there was all sorts of shenanigans. And ultimately, yes, memories are supposed to be erased, things are reset, but are we still going to see any ramifications of that time kind of present itself, even if it's subconsciously in this new season?
Maybe.
Oh? Yeah,
yeah, specifically which episode?
Yeah. What time exactly are we traveling in now? I know maybe.
Yeah, no,
you know what's so wild that we are literally told we cannot give any spoilers for anything.
Yeah.
So we had to do press before the season came out. I'm like, we can't say anything.
If I had a dollar for every time I say I don't know.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, so Boss, Marry, Kill. That's what we got.
Right. But I do think the whole time travel thing is going to come back around, but we already saw how it affected. So
Scott.
Redacted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just in this season.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about future. Not season 8, which hopefully we get to.
All right. Yes.
So I know that you guys have kind of a relationship in the show that I'm hoping goes beyond just a one night stand. Do you think that there's an allegory and maybe a little bit more meaning behind the fact that you guys have to try harder because you're of different species for love and for that relationship?
It's a very good question. I think what you're talking about is this idea of how do you love someone who otherwise you might not be able to love. And that's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna just be like, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make it work. No.
The pros and cons. I'll good for you, baby. Work it out.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I hope that it comes back around.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing because this is why the show's so beautiful to me, or so amazing to me, because I'm like, oh, they're gonna hook up, and then I'm 2 pages in, I'm like, wait, now she's hurting him, you know what I mean? It keeps you on the edge of your seat and leaves you with surprises. You know what I mean?
That's such a good question.
Still, the thing is I think people are really connecting, really vibing the connection with Talla and John, and I think we have a fun time together doing it. So I would love for it to go more, but there's certain does he go to Saleya?
Right.
Saleya, you know what I mean?
Try to
get the powers to do it because we can't be in a relationship the way it is now.
No.
You know what I mean?
She can't be carrying me around.
Okay.
Broken.
His face.
We're gonna tie him up.
That's good. Okay. Yeah.
Somebody said, what if Talla got pregnant?
I think John would carry that baby.
John would have to get.
You know
what's funny? I got pregnant in our break, and I remember having to call the producers to let them know because we didn't know in the pandemic when we were going back to work. And I'm like, I just got to be honest with you guys. I'm pregnant. And I remember thinking on other shows, on Gossip Girl, when Kelly Rutherford was pregnant, they just shot around it. But this isn't quite a show like that. Yep, she had a lot of big handbags. So I remember kind of talking with Seth, and he's like, I just don't know if I just don't know if that fits. So it all worked out that we went back right after I
carrying some boulders.
But it's an interesting
She's always
thing.
lifting something heavy.
Yeah.
Sorry, you got to shoot me this way.
Yeah.
Hey, the Orville tells a lot of life lessons, and maybe has even surpassed Roddenberry's stories with the stories of inclusion and stories of suicide. So what's it like for you guys personally to be a part of the show that's so important to so many people and possibly changing their lives?
I've said this before. I feel like as an artist, if I can make people laugh, cry, think, and do better, I've done my job here. So if we are, able to be a part of a show that is talking about issues that people are going through, or maybe will go through, have gone through, and
or feeling not alone. Understand, you know, I think it's a beautiful, and that's what I will say. Probably in my whole career, this last season of the Orville, with some of the subject matters that we touch on and dive into, have been some of the most special. Oh my God, I don't want to cry. Moments of my career, because it is talking about things that, like he actually said this earlier. We don't have to make it a big issue. It's like talking about someone that writes with the right hand.
Right.
It's okay if someone
heavy,
wants to do this. Doesn't need to be heavy, because it's a lot of people are going through it.
Yeah.
But I like that we are able to, I don't want to say tackle, but shine light on things and maybe show people another perspective, another view, because we all don't understand how it is to walk in someone else's shoes.
Right.
Oh my God, I'm like, hi.
Oh.
All right,